Okay, we're moving on now to our next keynote speech, and that's going to be about staying on our way into the Internet of Things, the next steps to come and to go. So give a warm round of applause to the member of the Executive Board, the CEO of PostLogistics, and the CIO of Swiss Post, Mr. Dr. Dieter Bambauer.
Der Film läuft jetzt.
Have fun.
Thank you very much.
I'm in love with a girl that I call old school. Sipping on my brandy, I'm feeling brand new. Got the feather in my hat because I'm just that cool. You peeping at my alligators, been kinda slow. They peeping at me, pimping cause I got all the game. And even if the day changes, it's all the same. You rolling up the block, but you in the wrong lane. You hating on a brother, man, you must be insane. I look good. Joe said that I'm the best in the West. I got the girls singing. Damn, look at how he dressed. No need to guess, just bless my finesse. I keep them in a mess, all up in this caress. Jeans, fitted, shirt, knitted. Mesh need to quit it. She already did it. She gotta be Latina cause she look mixed with it. She all up on me, so I guess she gonna get it. Exactly the way you wish you could. I look good. Come on. I look good. Exactly the way you wish you could. I look good. Come on. Right. Come on. Right. Come on. Yeah.
When logistics meets requirements, everybody's happy. That's Swiss Post. Thank you very much for having your time. I want to talk a little bit about the way of PostLogistics, the way of Swiss Post into the Internet of Things. I want to talk about how we intend to do that, and in particular, why. Why is there any need for that? One of our core markets is e-commerce. Mainly focus on Switzerland, of course, but e-commerce is a global business, and we have to focus on what's going on global scale in order to understand customer needs and customer behaviors and to set up the right solution and the right processes. And this is a very busy sheet, I know that, but I would like to turn your attention to one other figure. More than 40 people in Europe, 40 people of 880 million people are frequent e-shoppers. And has spent close to $500 billion US dollars or euros or Swiss francs, more or less the same, to this business. And that generates 4 billion parcels a year. A huge business, and it's growing, and growing. And considering the perceptions, we can estimate that in 2018, we easily have crossed the 500 billion mark of turnover. And this is something what happens not only in Europe, that happens not only in the world, that happens also in Switzerland. This is our wave of e-commerce on what we serve. But we do not only serve on this wave, we are part of this wave. We generate the wave. By serving our customers, by applying services and serving our customers solutions which enables them to enter this very difficult, very complex and very fast-moving market. Our services are used to lowering the market entry barriers to make life easier, to let the people focus on their core competences, on doing business, but not on focusing on logistics and all related services. And how do we do that? A couple of years ago, we have decided and found out that it's not only a matter of managing probably the last mile to be successful in this particular business. We are the market leader with a market share of around 80%, even if in the parcel business do not have anymore a monopoly since 2004. Our intention, of course, to keep this position, even grow. And it's not a matter of only managing the last mile. It's essential to cover the entire supply chain, the entire value chain in this particular market. And it starts, of course, with the e-shop. It starts, of course, with marketing. There are a lot of logistics around, service like billing, payment, customer care, IT services, the not really beloved return management, even if it's a major part of e-commerce, and everything embedded in a smooth world of advice, support, knowledge, and motivation. This is our objective. This is our landscape of solutions that we apply to the e-commerce business of our customers. We are not in the e-commerce trade itself. We provide all services related. And e-commerce 2.0, meaning covering the entire supply chain, that's up and running. That's existing. That's not anymore a strategy. That is real life. And we have implemented a lot of services in the last couple of years. Somebody from Switzerland will know one or the other of those services. MyPost24, a very smart parcel locker, not really sophisticated because that's something that's happening globally. Pick at home, a nice service. Nobody is anymore in the position to go to the postal office to drop a parcel. You can do it easily at home, put it in front of your door, and the postman will pick it up and manage the process. Evening and Saturday delivery, on time, wherever you want, SMS notification, and of course, the managing of missed parcels, and then a long row. I could apply a lot of sheets to address all our solutions. But that's e-commerce 2.0. We are in the market loves us, the customer appreciate our doing so, and that's fine. But whenever you have 2.0, 3.0 is just around the corner, and 3.0 is not anymore. Future is also present. What does it mean, e-commerce 3.0? Mainly new customer requirements. New customer requirements. And those customer requirements are mainly characterized by the buzzword mobile. 30% of all e-commerce related deals were done by the application of mobile devices in 2015 in Switzerland. 30%, and it's rapidly growing, and 30% means Switzerland is world champion in that respect, because no other country with reasonable statistics have a different figure. And the second thing is, whenever we talk about mobile, things like 24/7, anywhere, anytime, quick, one click is automatically around, meaning it has to be easy, seamless. Nobody wants to talk about how, only when and if. And in that conjunction, we have to mention personalization and individualization. People want to be treated like an individuum. There wouldn't be somebody in the huge figure of customers. They want to have their dedicated services, and for the service provider, it's elementary to provide those kind of services. And the third thing, I think it's commodity more or less. E-commerce is not a national business. It's growing on a global scale. Whenever you're a service provider in this particular business, you have to have services on hand which enables your customers to do it on a global scale. Switzerland is a nice country, Europe is bright, but e-commerce is global, and a service provider needs to have those kinds of services on a global scale. And therefore, Swiss Post is not only in Switzerland. We have around 7,000 people around the globe. We are in all regions. We are in Asia Pacific, we are in Asia, we are in US, and of course in Europe, underway to serve our customers with e-commerce solutions. But when we talk about e-commerce 3.0, we are not talking about only customer behavior, customer needs and requirements. we're also talking about competition, upcoming new competition. And ladies and gentlemen, it's definitely not the drone. Even if we had a lot of fun when Swiss Post launched the drone project last summer, press was around, they were impressed about our capabilities, and we were very happy that we were able to get across the core of our story. The story was not to come up with a boring, yes, we also doing that, and me too, following up. The idea was simply to embed the drone technology in an entire supply chain by applying smart solutions, together with our dear partner Metanet. Metanet is a Silicon Valley-based startup who is very strong in the drone business. And we were able to prove our competence in a disruptive way. People believe that Swiss Post is capable of doing things different, doing things left and right to their core business. But the real competitors are displayed on this busy sheet. I wouldn't bore you with another explanation that Uber is the largest taxi company in the world without having a car, or Airbnb is the biggest room rental company in the world without having even a bed. That's not the story. The story is a different one. Those companies came along not to jeopardize existing business. Their idea was simply to meet the requirements of the people. There was a need for shared economy, shared mobility, and. They have met requirements. That was it. Okay, the consequence was that still existing business have stress, but that was not the target. They are not primitive, they are smart. And we have to learn from that. And companies like Amazon and Alibaba, what are they doing? Why are they displayed on this sheet? Both companies started their business as retailer, dealer, e-commerce trader. Amazon has today, the turnover runs up to beyond 100 billion US. Alibaba something 70. And both companies have enormous logistics spans. They have the knowledge, they have the volume, they have the global spread. They could easily set up their own logistics business, but the difference to other service providers is they make the money with the content of the parcel, not with the logistics. They can give the logistics for free. We can't give the logistics for free. That's our business. And that makes things very difficult. And therefore, our question was how to cope with that. How can we be in the position today, still playing the role we are playing today, being number one, being the first whenever it comes to e-commerce logistics? What can we do to compete against those potential competitors, not by applying regulation or building a wall, whatever, simply by being smarter, meeting in a better way customer requirements. And that looks very boring, but it's essential. First of all, for us, it's elementary to keep an eye on our core competences. Digitalization is nice, it's bright, but it's nothing without having a solid, well-functioning, best-in-class operations. Meaning we need the best people who deliver the parcels. We need the best people who bring you the letter at home. We need the best organization that do it on time, everywhere, anywhere, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That's not the future anymore, it's also present. That's the platform, that's the basis. But then we come easily and immediately to the topics. Flexibility, personalization, and individualization. Meaning we have to meet customer requirements. Customers should feel addicted to Swiss Post. They need to have, whenever they order something on the internet, they need to have a small yellow button. Our Swiss Post is the service provider. And therefore, we started using our knowledge, about the behavior of our customers to offer them customer-made and tailor-made solutions. Meaning it doesn't make sense to deliver a parcel on Thursday when you're not there. And our target, of course, is that latest in 2020, 100% of the parcels reach their receiver at the first attempt. And we are convinced, based on our knowledge on analytics, big data, and what's all about and behind, we will be able to do that. Then comes something in addition. Now we come to the topic of today, the Internet of Things. Internet of Things offers opportunities for logistics service providers, improving efficiency, better use of resources, customer retention, and for both sides, for the sender and the receiver. And therefore, we have decided to take a look whether it's possible to establish our own IoT, or at least to enable the IoT to come alive in Switzerland. And we are aiming to set up our own long-range area network based on a low-power radio technology recently issued by companies like IBM and Cisco, meaning based on our existing network of physical access points. We have around 3,000 postal offices, we have warehouses, we have premises. Our intention is to set up a network which will enable us to link not only the smart bottom, to link all kinds of logistic advices, wireless long-range network to the internet. And we intend to do that in the area of logistics, but we also intend to do that in the area of autonomous driving. Maybe you've heard about our test setup. It works still for 2 months already, where we have started an exercise whether it's possible to apply autonomous driving to our post-bus network. And we see, of course, there's a big opportunity to serve our customers that. But for that purpose, in case you want to do it nationwide, you need to have the access to the IoT, and the plan is to set up our structure in order to serve also this kind of entity. Another example, sensitive consignments can be equipped with intelligent sensors, and as soon as a consignment is opened by an unauthorized person, it will trigger an alarm. Yeah? That's very important when it comes to delivery from sensitive goods, hazard goods, and. And for us, it's elementary to be the first in Switzerland who comes up with solutions like that, because then we'll be able to keep our position. I've prepared a long list of potential showcases to tell you how we intend to start up this IoT-oriented network, which kind of benefit it could create. But that would take the rest of the day, and I guess it will bore you. Therefore, we have prepared and produced a movie. It's not a spot, it's a movie. It takes nearly 8 minutes, which gives you a flavor what's all about IoT 4.0, digitalization and services when it comes to Swiss Post, when it comes to emotions, when it comes to happiness related to logistics. So let's have a look at this video.
Guten Morgen, Laura. Darf ich dich wecken?
Bist du noch Pizzeria?
Es gibt ein Problem. Die Bestellung aus China trifft nicht termingerecht ein.
Hast du es gehört? Hey, wach auf!
Nachdem der China-Plan gescheitert ist, bleiben uns 2 Optionen. Entweder schickt ihr die Daten sofort ans Yellow Print Center in Bellinzona und ich buche euch den letzten verfügbaren 3D-Print-Slot. Oder ihr wählt die Mobile Print-Option. Das erfordert aber reibungsloses Teamwork.
Yellow Print Center klingt doch super und das klingt doch wirklich gut.
Du hast mich wegen 150 Stutz überredet, in China zu bestellen. Wir nehmen die Mobile Print Option und zeigen, dass wir ein gutes Team sind.
Können wir auch, aber...
Nicht aber. Geh den Augen weg.
Ja.
Vorspeise und Nachtisch werden geliefert. Direkt ins MyPost 24 Kühlabteil. Espresso. Deine Aufgaben bleiben wie gehabt.
Heute ist ein wichtiger Tag. Morgen. Du kümmerst dich um den Projektor, den Socken, den Blumenstrauß, den Champagner. Und zum Schluss gehst du noch das Kühlabteil leeren. Und du bringst so schnell wie möglich das Foto ins Labor, holst den Gasstern und das 3D-Raster. Und gehst mit dem Rambogen laufen und schickst endlich deinen Vertrag ab.
Und das Tennis?
Das langt heute nicht mehr. Und? Bist du zuversichtlich?
Definitiv. Das kommt gut.
Perfekt. Dann haben wir jetzt Zeit fürs Tagesbriefing.
Ein Paket steht vor der Haustüre, die Retoure wurde zugestellt und die Gutschrift im Konto zugeschrieben. Alles in allem einfach mit System.
Alles in allem einfach mit System.
Anna,
Ja,
kannst du bitte das Blumengeschäft kontaktieren und Blumen für die Schwiegermutter bestellen? Am besten
erledigt. Nadelkissen und Tillandien. Status reserviert.
Danke.
Gern geschehen. Laut meinen Berechnungen hast du im letzten Jahr deine Familienalltagsperformance um 172% gesteigert. Seit du meine Hilfe zum ersten Mal akzeptiert hast.
Ah ja.
Habe im Pop-Up-Store der Post ein preiswertes Fahrrad für dich entdeckt.
Zum Zehnten Mal. Mein Velo ist nicht alt, das ist Retro. Bestell mal lieber das neue Record auf Share and Smile.
Aber du weißt, was deine Mutter...
Ich bin doch kein kleines Kind. Solange ich meine To-Dos erledige, ist doch alles bestens, oder?
Ich habe diese Sandalen für dich gefunden. Sie passen perfekt zu deinem Kleid für heute Abend.
Wow, dein Geschmack wird immer besser. Aber sag mir noch mal ein paar andere Farben.
Meine Auswahl passt sich laufend deinen Entscheidungen und somit deinem Geschmack an.
Stopp, zurück. Ja, genau die. Perfekt.
Gratuliere, die Post hat dir 74 Yellow Coins gutgeschrieben. Projektor und Champagner sind bestellt und den Sockel ließ sich soeben maßschneidern. Den Sockel musst du selber abholen, der Rest ist eingefädelt. Und in deinem Geschäft läuft es auch. Die Ware aus Deutschland wird morgen in der Produktion eintreffen.
Wie hast du denn das gemacht?
Für alle regelmäßigen Lieferungen ist die Autopilot-Option aktiviert.
Nicht schlecht.
50 Meter weiter, dann links abbiegen und an der Ecke warten.
Grüezi,
2-Stunden-Brief.
Finger, merci, schönen Tag.
Ich glaube, ich habe eine Idee.
Was für eine Idee.
Der Typ sollte mir mal auf eure Schnellkurier aufmerksam machen. Dann müsste ich das Ding jetzt nicht umschleppen.
Schon erledigt. Ein Link zum City-Blitz-Bestellformular wurde zugestellt.
Die ist aber schon schnell. Eindrücklich. So rundum verbunden. Stopp, hallo.
Ah, hast du gar nicht gesehen.
Ich habe da auch noch etwas.
Willst du gleich nachbestellen? Champagnerlandung in 3, 2, 1, 0. Fenster.
Schönen Tag.
Grüezi.
Grüezi wohl.
Sie sind schon da.
Ja.
Wollen Sie etwas trinken?
Da.
Wo ist der Rambo?
Kaffee gern.
Und bring noch Kerzen.
Laura, deine Eltern steigen jeden Moment ins Postauto.
Was? Wirklich? Schau mal das Buff.
Auf dem Marktplatz ist die regionale Putzkraft Martin B. sofort verfügbar. Soll ich ihn gleich aufbieten?
Ja, unbedingt. Aufbieten. Mami, Papi, wir sind überglücklich, dass ihr immer noch so schön zusammenpasst wie vor 50 Jahren. Danke, dass ihr euch begegnet sind. Das ist wirklich toll.
Die Kerzen.
So, danke meine Liebe. Gute Nacht. Anna, sorry, darf ich dich wecken? Wir brauchen noch zweimal Abholservice.
Kein Problem, schon bestellt.
Und Cut. Danke mal. Super, merci.
Herzlichen Dank für Ihre Aufmerksamkeit.
Wir alle können gespannt sein, womit uns die Zukunft und vor allem unsere Post noch so alles überraschen werden. Auf alle Fälle freue ich mich darauf und gebe bis dahin mein Bestes. Bis dann, schöne Zeit.
No science fiction. Everything exists already. It's a matter of doing it. It's a matter of linking it. It's a matter of having the volumes, the scales, because at present most of those servers won't be affordable. And we put all our ideas, which are on the desk, our visions, which have our brain, and all solutions, which are already in pipelines, together in one movie. And it's very complex, I know that. I need 3 times at least to understand and to see all the details. And I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much.
Good. We've got time for one question. What would you say, what's the one thing about the film, though, that you'd have to see twice, that you would realize that you had missed?
A lot of details. For instance, that the drone was asked to take the walk with the dog. That missed at the first attempt. And a lot of details, and you see this, I guess the movie will be in good time on YouTube. The first one, by the way, was the second most successful on YouTube in 2015 in Switzerland, just to mention that. And I guess this one will generate any...
No, but that's impressive. And you say all of these services now are possible right now.
Yes.
It's just a matter of generating the demand for it.
Yes.
And you say, what was it you were telling me earlier? You have to generate the chaos to go around it to make it work?
Yeah, disruptive innovation is a nice buzzword.
Yeah.
But as a matter of fact, when you came along with this drone exercise, that's boring. No, it creates ideas. It creates also internal motivation. People love to be part of a game beyond parcel delivery. It's elementary, but beyond parcel delivery and distributing letters.
Very good. Mr. Bambauer, thank you very much. Excellent presentation. Thank you for the film, too.
Thanks.
That was great. Give him a round of applause, everyone. Thank you.